We gotta have a conversation. Let's get some people up in here. Let me get some. Ladies and gentlemen, how y'all doing? I'm hoping y'all holidays is going very well. Let me adjust this a little bit. So let's get right into this. My allergy is kicking my butt, man. Salute, JB. I see you. I see you. The angel is in the building. Spitting Fire has been spitting fire. She has been kicking ass and taking no names. I want to have this conversation. You know, over here at ToughLove, we like to call things fair and impartial. I was over on a DOD, and he was playing a video by Cynthia G, right? Me and Cynthia G have a unbeknownst love relationship. Love-hate relationship. But the fact of the matter is, normally, when I speak on Cynthia G, I have a lot of her following kind of come check out certain things or whatever. And they seem to be consistent with one thing, that Cynthia G speaks nothing but facts. And I can appreciate when someone feels that, you know, their content creator speaks with facts. So I was looking at a video by Cynthia G. And we know that normally, you know what I'm saying, Cynthia G talks about black men. They talk about the divestment. We know we had the whole abortion thing, or the black males, and to me that kind of rubbed me the wrong way, especially as a black man. So I kind of spoke out and I said, you know, it would be great for you to balance out your message. It would be great to, instead of trying to say let's separate, to actually get together and work together and have the tough conversation. And for some reason, you know, from tazexclusives to nylahsays to Cynthia G, it was like that was absurd. What are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? It is okay to sit online and call each other names and to bash one another, etc., etc. So then I thought about it. Well, maybe what you're saying is just too astronomical. Maybe that's something for another time, another century, another generation, or whatever. And then DOD played a video by Cynthia G. And I want you guys to listen to Cynthia G's words. And I want you to tell me what you think about it. Because it was very interesting. I had to play it twice. I was like, ain't no way in hell this is Cynthia G. Because this sounded like tough love. This sounded like the balance that ToughLove asks for. But we're going to get to it. Let's get into this real quick.
Why should black men come to your defense? You spend all your time demeaning black men. Why should black men come to your defense? You spend all your time demeaning black men and white men, but then when white men are degrading you, you think a black man should come to your defense? He shouldn't. He shouldn't come to your defense no more than black women should go to black men who demean black women. He shouldn't. He shouldn't come to your defense no more than black women should go to black men who demean black women's defense. If the Krispy Kreme got into some situations, I'm not going to his defense because I don't care about his situation. He needs, as far as I'm concerned, he needs to get the community of white women that he praises to come to his defense. So What I don't get about you, Crystalline, is why do you think you can say to mean black men, but then they're going to come to your defense with a white person that you just propped up and...
Hold on, wait a minute. She doesn't get why someone feels that they can sit and demean other people, and then those same people are supposed to come to her defense. I got to do this one more time, y'all, because this is a classic. This is a classic right here, because I want anybody from that side. I guess they have their own little clique or whatever. Kiss me. I want someone to be able to explain this to me, because my thought process is people do a good job at trying to break you of your confidence, trying to break you of your identity, trying to break you of anything that makes up the better you. And I was sitting down and I said, you know, Cynthia G, to me, with some of the things that she says, she sounds way too smart to not realize that a platform needs to be balanced. So who is she catering to? Who is she actually catering to? What is she actually trying to do? And a lot of people are saying, well, she's trying to make black men better. But in this video, she clearly states, well, bashing people is not going to make them better. Bashing people is not going to want to make people listen to you. So I was like, man, this sounds exactly like what the hell ToughLove was saying. So I want to play this video and you guys tell me it's Cynthia G versus Cynthia G. Nobody was able to debunk any of her talking points. She was just the alpha omega when it came to conversation. But I see that Cynthia G has debunked Cynthia G. Let's play this.
Why should black men come to your defense? You spend all your time demeaning black men. Why should black men come to your defense? You spend all your time demeaning black men and white men, but then when white men are degrading you, you think a black man should come to your defense? He shouldn't. He shouldn't come to your defense no more than black women should go to black men who demean black women. He shouldn't. He shouldn't come to your defense no more than black women should go to black men who demean black women's defense. If the Krispy Kreme got into some situations, I'm not going to his defense because I don't care about his situation. He needs, as far as I'm concerned, he needs to get the community of white women that he praises to come to his defense. So what I don't get about you, Crystalline, is why do you think you can sit and demean black men, but then they're going to come to your defense with a white person that you just propped up and said was better than the black man is demeaning you. Cooling in bed when she does not pay off. Cooling in bed when she does not pay off. Cooling in bed when she pay off. She sat on there crying, talking about how no one's defending her and they're tearing down black people.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am thoroughly confused right now. This can't be Cynthia G. This can't be the person that hangs with nylahsays. This can't be the person that is Team Taz. This can't be. I want some explanations. I want some explanations, because here's the thing. This is why I tell my allergies. I'm sorry. This is why I tell black men and women, be mindful of what you hear, because sometimes it can be speaking to the weaker you, the worse you, the undeveloped you, the immature you. And my thought process is, imagine someone sitting online all day, in and out, and trying to bash you into submission, trying to correct you into commission, trying to tear you down into submission. You went to the extent to say that black young men should be aborted. Now, my thought process is, when you tell me that, hey, as a black woman or as a black man, I'm divesting. I ain't messing with I ain't messing with nobody who look like me, that come from my race. I'm going over. And my thought process, I speak on behalf of anybody with common sense right now. When I say leave, we won't miss you. It is amazing to me to have even pages that exist of talking about leaving black men alone or leaving black women alone. I'll be scratching my head. I'm like, you ain't gone yet? Why you still here though? We're not gonna miss you. I don't understand why you still around. It's like we leaving, we about to go. Okay, just close the door on your way out. You know what I'm saying? It's just like they leave and then they spin the block. Yeah, we left, but you didn't know it. We about to go this time for real. And it's like, what? How long do it take to leave? Like, what? And what? Are you waiting for the bus? Are you waiting for the Uber? Like, what you waiting for to get up out of here? We about to go this year. New Year's coming. We leaving. I'm like, at what time do you leave, though? It's like this big announcement of we're going to leave black women alone. We're going to leave black men alone. But on behalf of everybody else, we're like, all right, go ahead now. We about to watch Netflix. Go ahead now. Turn the lights off. We about to watch TV. I mean, it's almost like you look at this situation, man, you know, and if this is Cynthia G, which it is, which it is very interesting to hear how 1 minute your message is anyone that's online talking about black men, how do you expect support from black men, respect from black men? So to have this whole narrative of now I don't care about black men or I want black men to do better, the thought process is what you doing working? Are you actually changing lives, or are you actually pimping people's pain? I see a lot of people online pimping people's pain. Like, you've been hurt by somebody? Okay, come over here. Come on. No. It's not about healing. It's about deflecting. Okay? You thought we was going to fix you? No, we're going to help make you worse. Yeah, we're going to help make you worse. Yes, we're going to make you look at people sideways, promote a bad attitude, but we're going to call it empowerment. Yes, we're going to call it empowerment. And a lot of people sit down and they wonder why they're still broken. It's been 6 months to a year to 2 years to 3 years, and they haven't healed yet. What they've done is harden their disdain for whoever it is that broke their heart. But I'm going to be honest with you. What happens is when you have people, like I sat down and I wanted to really give the whole tazexclusive, nylahsays, and Cynthia. I wanted to give that whole, like, I don't know what section of YouTube that is, right? But I want to, it's almost like I'm going to help pimp your pain. I'm going to help make you feel better about yourself by pointing the finger at someone else. And my thought process is that healing. Now, we do a good job of saying, hey, you know, she presents nothing but the facts. Okay, well, let me present some facts. At what point in time do you heal? After you've blamed everybody else, at what point in time do you come and say, hey, mirror, hey, self? At what point in time, let me let y'all hear, I'm gonna let y'all hear this. Let me let y'all hear this. Let this marinate.
Why should black men come to your defense? You spend all your time demeaning black men. Why should black men come to your defense? You spend all your time demeaning black men and white men, but then when white men are degrading you, you think a black man should come to your defense? He shouldn't. He shouldn't come to your defense no more than black women should go to black men who demean black women. He shouldn't. He shouldn't come to your defense no more than black women should go to black men who demean black women's defense. If the Christy Coon got into some situations, I'm not going to his defense because I don't care about his situation. He needs, as far as I'm concerned, he needs to get the community of white women that he praises to come to his defense. So what I don't get about you, Crystalline, is why do you think you can sit and demean black men, but then they're going to come to your defense with a white person that you just propped up and said was better than the black man is demeaning you. Cooling in bed when she does not pay off. Cooling in bed when she does not pay off. Cooling in bed when she pay off. She sat on there crying, talking about how no one's defending her and they're tearing down black people. Here's the thing. I get a lot of racism and I get a lot of comments about people who talk about every single aspect of me. I knew that was going to be a part of it when I started doing these videos. Especially, there is something that's especially threatening to specifically the black phobic community when a black woman who they feel like is on the lowest of the low scale. Number one, does not like them, and number spends time uplifting the black community rather than tearing it down. You can't sit here and rely on a group of people who...
Ladies and gentlemen, if you guys, if you're not familiar with Uncle Stu is another content creator. Please go like and subscribe to Uncle Stu. There's a lot of great content creators that I have the privilege of viewing their content, and sometimes I actually give commentary. So if the content creators are in the building right now, please feel free to drop your link and probably give a small little synopsis of what your page is about so people can come rock with you or whatever case may be. But today we are, and this is not no shots towards Cynthia G. I find you can tell when people are talking They have a certain cadence to their voice, and the things that they present. I just feel like it would be awesome. It would be refreshing to hear whoever this Cynthia G is, whoever I'm playing right now, to hear more of that. And not just to appease me because I said so, but because there's going to be someone out there that is going to listen to this and say, wow, that makes sense, and it's a balanced message. I don't know when the message got lopsided. I don't know when it got flipped. But the fact of the matter is, I thought that it was responsible, refreshing, and I also thought that it was necessary for the Tough Love family to hear this, because I want to know, what Cynthia G is this? What Cynthia G says, hey, we're not going to get anywhere by bashing each other. What Cynthia G is this is saying, well, how do you expect anything reasonable, productive, or positive by doing negative? So my thought process is, when you have the Taz and the Nylas and the so are we saying that balance is necessary? Are we saying balance is necessary? Or are we just saying we're doing it for a buck? And a lot of people are saying, hey, Mario, hey, bruh, this is just a money grab. They're just pimping the pain. They're just pimping the pain. They don't believe in the stuff they're saying. They're just doing it. So now we're doing anything for content. I mean, I know that there are bigger issues. We do a great job at always talking about the bigger issues or whatever, but not really solving the problem of the bigger issues. We do a good job at pointing it out, but not really solving it. That's why I said, someone said, hey, what is this tough love? What is this whole outline? What is the breakdown of what tough love is? And my thought process is, it's taking situations where we wouldn't normally take the time to listen to one another, but it's just to listen, not just to hurry up and reply, but to listen and try to understand the other person's point of view and then provide some feedback. Right now, I'm listening to Cynthia G based on what I've been saying in other videos to now. And my thought process is, well, if Cynthia G is a factual person, is what she's saying right now in this video, is it factual? Because if it's factual, that means it's the polar opposite of what she's doing now. So I think Taz Exclusive, I think Nylahsays, I think anybody who says, yes, I'm Team Cynthia. But see, the thought process is, you're Team Cynthia to do what? Are you promoting the divesting of black men, the divesting of the black community? Are you saying that black men are or black women are inferior? Or what? I mean, what exactly is the message? Because I think it's getting blurred. So I'm trying to do something where I says, well, if Cynthia G is talking about, well, why bash one another? So what's up with the rhetoric with the dusties and the trash bags and all this other stuff? Because my thought process is total opposite of what you're saying.
Who historically have only wanted to destroy you and your race of people to build up your self-esteem. You laying up with that white boy and give you any acceptance in the white community. I already told her that she was going to get her wake-up call and that it was going to backfire on her. Can't sit there and demean your race of people and go against your race of people in favor of a group of people that really cares nothing about you.
So when did you decide that going against your race of people was going to be advantageous for you? I want some of her followers to kind of explain this, because I think I already know, but sometimes you just got to say some things out loud. When did you decide that going against your race of people was going to be advantageous? When did you decide it was going to be advantageous for you? Because it's hard to explain bullshit. Damn. I'm about to... It's hard to break down dumb shit. I don't need a bunch of statistics. I don't need a bunch of people cheering. I just need this conversation to happen one-on-one and mano-a-mano, because the thought process is this. If you say, why am I cheering for Caucasian people but I'm downing black people? In this video, you can't then turn around and say, well, now I'm downing black people and cheering for... To me, that's hypocritical. Is it not? She's not going against against the black race. Well, here's the thought process. Black men, okay, we're not saying a race, but we're talking about black men. We do a great job at talking about pick-me's and bed wenches and all this. And my whole thing about all of these names, of course, they have meanings behind them. But the thought process is, why is it that we're so sick and tired of working with one another? Why is it that we're so sick and tired of actually saying, you know what, hey, we both have messed up. We both have done some craziness. This video right here advocates everything that's been said on the ToughLove channel in regards to men and women building. This is exactly what she's saying. This is exactly what she's saying. So my thought process is, okay, well, how come you believe the Cynthia G now, but you don't believe the Cynthia G in this video? Which one do you rally behind? Well, somebody's gonna say, well, she's probably changed up her message. Something's happened, so she's allowed to change up her message. And my thought process is, you obviously at one point in time you felt that balance needed to be provided. I want to know, when did the misdirection happen? When did okay, I'm only now focusing on this? Because after seeing your video as a black man, is it supposed to be empowering? Is it supposed to be disrespectful? After seeing your video as a black woman, is it supposed to be empowering? Is it supposed to be disrespectful? And what about the people who have children of both sexes, a male and a female, a son or a daughter? Do you look at your daughter and empower her, but you look at your son and call him a dusty or trash bag? Or do you say you shouldn't have never been born? Like, I'm trying to get this message and I'm trying to apply it to something positive.
I don't care how many times they have sex.
Somebody got to say this shit.
White people have always sexually exercised black people, and that's not going anywhere. But for you to sit on a video and demean black men when you are raising a black man is disgusting. And
for you to sit on a video and demean black men when you are raising a black man. For you to sit on a video and demean black men and listen to others demean black men when you are raising black men is counterproductive. You're not listening to Cynthia G's rhetoric in front of your sons. Can you imagine a mother sitting in front of her son listening to Cynthia G and say dusties and trash men? Oh, she ain't talking about you, son. Everybody but you, son. Everybody but you, husband. Everybody but you, father, brother. I'm kind of curious. I am very curious about where does this apply other than YouTube in a small little, I don't even want to call it a sector, a dot, a smidgen, a blink of an eye. Now somebody would say, hey, why do you care about it? I care about it because it's been brought to my attention. That's why I care about it. That's why I'm speaking on it, because I believe that if we challenge people to do better. But see, here's the thought process. Would Cynthia G be the same Cynthia G if she wasn't getting paid to do what it is that she's doing? She wasn't getting paid to tell people how bad black men are. How long do you think she would last? Matter of fact, from my understanding, Cynthia G wasn't she pro-black? Like, her message has definitely changed throughout the years. I just want to have a conversation, not hide my face. You know, not pretend to be a master debater, just to really have a does this message count? Because to me, every message counts, but does this message count? Does this message count?
You really do deserve to be cussed out, and that's why you're getting it. Can you tell me your answer? Cooning in bed when it doesn't do anything, but yet they still haven't got that message yet. Cooning in bed when it doesn't do anything, but yet they still haven't got that message yet. I'm not going to break down the man that gave me life. It's black women today that say you want black men to exist. You should stop giving birth to them, and you will stop existing. I'm not to break down the man that gave me life. If that white man, Crystalline and Crispy Coon, and that white woman could see you hanging from a tree and celebrate it, they would be doing it. If that white man, Crystalline, and that white woman could see you hanging from a tree and celebrate it, they would be doing it. Yeah, you know, they can say, because they come into my comments and put the same thing, oh, he's a white supremacist, he's racist. So my question is that why is it that you don't have the self-esteem and you don't have the love for yourself enough to not rely on a group of people who's giving you absolutely no reason?
This is a great thought process. Uncle Stu, I think people are just in here for the conversation or whatever case may be. But I appreciate you talking about the like button and all that great stuff. But let's have a conversation since we got their attention. Self-esteem. Keyword, self. It's not you relying on men. It's not you relying on other women. It's you relying on yourself to produce an outcome that is going to be positive, and an asset for yourself. A lot of people lack self-esteem. A lot of times men, especially some men that want to point out certain things about women, you know, I know a lot of people talk about Cynthia G's hair and makeup, and I don't care about none of that. If that makes you happy, then salute to you. I don't care about that. What I care about is the fact that we take our time and we do such a great job at being creative, looking up statistics, pointing out facts, talking about this research, etc., 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 etc. And it's all in the name of separation. Black people are doing such a great job at promoting separation. We don't really need anybody else's help. But we of course we know we got other people's help. But it's always interesting to see, you know what I'm saying? Especially shout out to my people that, you know what I'm saying, I know that have a higher level of education or whatever case may be, that have some common sense, some street knowledge, some life experience. I'm talking to y'all right now. And the reason why I say that is because people use their higher education, their street knowledge, their common sense, their life experience to produce a narrative that separates us, that continues to say, well, I know you're a black man and I'm a black woman, but I have all of these issues with you. Okay, cool. After you point out the issues with the black man as a black woman, at what point in time do you self-reflect? At what point in time do you heal? At what point in time do you look at yourself and say, well, I got some shit that's messed up too. You know, maybe I got a bad attitude. Maybe I'm just, you know what I'm saying, I'm very materialistic. Maybe I'm self-centered. Like, at what point in time do you get that video? At what point in time do you get that mirror held to your face and say, look in it? Don't look away. The question is, do you like the person that you see in the mirror? Cynthia G. tazexclusives, nylahsays. Do you like the person that you see in the mirror? Half the time you can't even show your face. Let's just be realistic. Half the time you hide your face and call it drilling, and you're spewing nothing but hatred, and it's like your vocabulary is like cut down to small syllables. The thought process is we're passing the hatred from this channel to that channel to this channel, and then we're ignoring it because it's a money grab. We're pimping people's pain. You don't like black men? Come over here. Come on. And then what I'm going to do as a black man is I'm going to act like I'm not the black man that I'm talking about. But didn't we see that? Didn't Derek Jackson do the same thing? Hey, ladies, you've been hurt by a black man? Come on. You've been hurt by men, period, in general. They don't like your stretch mark, okay? They don't like the fact that you got kids. Okay, I got it. Come on over here. Come on. It's room. We got room. Only to then be found to be the same men that he's talking about leaving alone. He allowed people to put him on a God tier. He allowed people to say, that's my online baby daddy. Somebody say, you trying to be Derek Jackson? Brother, listen, we have two totally different backgrounds. If anything, Derek Jackson trying to be ToughLove. Look at the big picture. I want you to see the big picture right now. The big picture. It doesn't matter what college you went to. It don't matter what your credit score is. It don't matter where you live at, who you know. It matters about what you say and what comes out your mouth. But some people are so irresponsible. And my thought process is, at what point in time did Cynthia G go from the now of black men ain't shit and they trash bags to this video?
To think that they like you beyond a fetish, because that's really what it is. And people marry their fetishes all the time. Do not get it twisted. People will marry their fetishes all the time. There was a lot of slave owners who actually married their black concubines that they had. And it's people like Crystalline and it's people like the Christy Coon that make.
Pure Pondering says, tough love. How do we help people unpack their baggage so they can don't blame everyone? You know what? That's a great question, and I can answer it real simplicity. First of all, one step at a time. One step at a time. Telling them that it's okay for them to have a disdain. It's okay for them to have been hurt. First of all, accept the pain. Accept that, yes, it was you. It happened to you. Some people are in shock. They can't even believe it was them. Did that just happen to me? Did I just fall down? Did I just lose my house? Did I just lose my job? Did I just get in a bad relationship? They can't believe it happened. They in this daze phase. You have to help people understand, like, yes, that happened to you. You have to provide a little bit of reality to them and say, yeah, it happened to you. Okay, we got it. Let's break that down. The thought process is, when you break it down and you add a little reality to somebody, the issue is that you have some people who say, I don't want you to get better. God, I don't want you to get better. I don't want you to get better. I want you to stay in your rut. I want you to stay with that anxiety, that stress level. I want you to stay with hatred. I want you to stay toxic. I want you to stay bitter. I want you to stay vindictive. I don't want you to heal, because you're not healing. Oh, Lord, I got your full attention. Anybody know anything about being a POW? Well, I'm going to break you down, and I'm going to keep you broken down. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to feed you slowly. Here goes some breadcrumbs. Here goes some water. Well, you're going to start looking at that person like they're a savior. They could have been gave you a full meal. They could have healed you, you know what I'm saying, instantly. Hey, okay. But they feeding you these small little breadcrumbs so that way you can do what they want you to do. I want you to stay blind. I want you to stay hurt. Well, my thought process is, what exactly is Cynthia G's message doing for the black community? What is a Taz exclusive and a nylahsays? Because my thought process is, I would rather someone say, if someone hurt you, right, you hold them responsible. You hold the individual responsible. But you can't say, oh, well, let's talk about the collective of black men. Well, all black men don't do it. So the collective that you're talking to is only the people that you run across. Now, it's people out here, which is crazy, is that you have a I was about to say something. What's crazy is you have a group of people that all have been hurt by black men that gather together. Listen to me. You have a group of people. What message? It's almost like we're holding up a sign saying, have you been hurt by black men? Go this way. So once we all get there, then of course we got different pastors that come up, or whatever case. We got Cynthia G come up, nylahsays come up. You got Taz, who really shouldn't be preaching at the church because the church is led by women. But the fact of the matter is, he wants to be down. Okay, cool. So he comes up and says his thing, and how all these men are bad except him. How all these men are rubbish except him. So then they all get on this in the back, talking about, all right, now we got to go out there and we got to pull on some heartstrings. The house is packed tonight. Okay, can we come up with we got Dusty's and trash bag. We need to come up with a new word. We need to come up with something new, something catchy. Okay, just go with the old shit. Let's go with the old shit. Okay, here we go. Can you imagine a group of hurt people all getting together just to hear someone tell them how just to stay hurt, don't heal, blame everybody except them? Well, my thought process is, ladies and gentlemen, normally in a relationship, it is we talk about statistics, we talk about facts a lot, right? Normally in a relationship, two parties whether personal or professional, but we're going to say personal, right? It's very rare that only one person has done something wrong. I want Taz to play this without talking over it, without drilling, because it seems like he can't have a real conversation. So my thought process is, it is very interesting that you get a bunch of people who say I've been hurt by someone else, but there's never any situation where I've caused the pain that made someone else react to me. Damn. Now we speaking too real. Now we're speaking too real. Don't just watching the bushes come down. Let's have this conversation. Let's have this conversation. Okay? It's very rare that someone sits down and says, well, it was a reaction to what I've caused somebody else. The reason why he cursed me out is because I cursed him out first. Oh, Lord. The reason why I slept with someone is because she slept with somebody first. No one does any type of self-reflection. It's always deflecting. And I noticed that a lot of these content creators, they're very big on helping you promote deflection. They're very big on it. If you let me tell you something. If you listen to Cynthia G and it's, oh yeah, these black men, right? You even get a male's perspective. Taz does a great job at doing his male cheerleading, right? So you get these people's perspective, but nothing says that you should hold yourself accountable. It all says that someone else is to blame for you not feeling at 100%. Wait a minute. Someone else is to blame for my self-worth? It is somebody else's responsibility to tell me that I'm a good person, that I'm a positive person, that I know my worth, what I bring to the table. It's somebody else's responsibility to keep my spirits up. Oh wow, that's monumental. That is monumental. Like you are like Julius Caesar the way you lead these people to believe that deflecting is amazing. Jada LaRue, I mean, you are amazing the way you tell people how you shouldn't hold your own self accountable, that your negative actions help to cultivate more negative action. So something happened where you guys have went y'all separate ways, whether it's a man and a man, a woman, a man and a woman, whatever the relationship dynamic was, something happened where you added fuel to the fire. And you then go somewhere else and say, how dare they add fuel to the fire? How dare they add more drama to the drama? How dare they become toxic like me? How dare they become a narcissist like me? How dare they become bitter and vindictive like me? I need somewhere I can go and blame somebody. Is Cynthia G live yet? I need to blame the majority because a few spoiled apples. That makes sense, right? That makes sense. That makes sense to go to your family reunion and be like, oh, well, I had one uncle that used to touch little girls. No, all uncles are bad. We're going to talk about all uncles, the collective. Let's look at the statistics. I'm just saying, man. I need some people to explain some stuff. Is this message that Cynthia G is talking about, is it different than the message that she promotes today? And why is the message that she promotes today so different? Why doesn't it promote anything about togetherness? It's so funny how in order for someone to feel empowered, they have to condemn someone else. You ever notice? To me, honestly, that's weakness. That is weakness. That's cowardly. In order for me to feel great, I must condemn you. In order for me to heal, I must deflect and point the finger at you. How does that make you heal? How does that make you become aware of your actions? I went on a panel the other day, and there was, I call them baby Cynthia G's actually. But, so I went on this panel or whatever case, and I only went on there because another content creator, he was actually restreaming the live that he was on. I said, well, let me just go to the live or whatever. So I went to the live or whatever, and I sat there and I watched. There was two guys on there that did a very poor job at representing men, and period. One of them was drunk, and the other one, I don't know if he was slow, retarded. I don't know what was wrong with him. Maybe he had autism. I don't know what was wrong with him. But so he as they were talking, it was like, you know, they kept saying, you know, you men ain't shit, and you men ain't this, and you men ain't that. And I'm looking at, first of all, it was like 4 females and 2 guys on the panel. Okay, 3 of the females were all talking behind the screen like this. I'm really about to hurt some feelings. Listen, people talking behind screens like this don't get no respect from me. I can't take you serious, right? You're not showcasing. It's almost like you're living in this fantasy world with all your shit is together. Your credit good, you in a good relationship, you're an entrepreneur, you're traveling, you got access to credit, you got property, your kids is taken care of, you living your best life. I know that half of the people that talk about leaving black men alone, like from this, ain't got shit. I'm about to piss somebody off. I know you ain't got shit. When I see men online talking from this, but always screaming about how great and grand they are, I said we need more proof. This is a show me situation. Because my thought process, if I'm going to get on here and I'm going to start bashing black women, bro, you need to show your resume, player. This VIP, you need to show your resume. You talking, but we don't see no proof. Now, here's the thought process, right? Are there some content creators that actually are living good lives and, are educated, good credit, etc.? Probably so. Well, my thought process, they're not wasting their time trying to promote a narrative of, well, let me talk about the collective. Well, here's the thought process, right? What type of men do you date? What type of women do you date? That's really what it boils down to. That's really what it boils down to. If you fall along the lines, let's say, I said I don't mess with black women, right? But I have a black baby mama. I don't mess with black women, and let me tell you why I don't mess. But you have messed with black women. You see, it's kind of contradictory. And the thought process is, because one black man decides to divest and leave black women alone. Let me say this again. Because one black man decides to leave black women alone, that's not a blow to all black women. Hell, it might be a blessing. Because one black woman, hold on. Because one black woman decides, okay, well, I'm going to leave black men alone. Okay, that's not a blow to all black men, but it's just interesting that you would want to sit down, and it's almost like, I don't even want to call it a rehabilitation. It's almost like a group for bitter people. Everybody that has been hurt, everyone that has a disdain or something disrespectful to say, come over here. Can you imagine a ToughLove channel? I want all of the broken people to come here. And we're going to keep you broken. I want all of the people that's addicted to something. We're going to keep you addicted. I want all of the people that are toxic and narcissists. Come this way. It's not about healing. It's about disrespecting. It's about destroying. It's about degrading people. It's not about healing. If you feel empowered by exposing, doing a whole bunch of negative shit, that just shows that you're a weak person. You're not building shit. And then here's what's so crazy. A lot of the people that are doing the most cheerleading have children of both sexes. They have nieces and nephews. They have dads. Imagine a good father raising his daughter up, so she then can come to social media and say how bad men are. Imagine a woman being married to a good man and sit on panels talking about men. It's almost like some conversations, it's like, it's frivolous. Like, why am I even having this conversation? That don't apply to me. I ain't trying to be a part of that. Listen, during this holiday season, y'all, a lot of people do a lot of reflecting, right? A lot of people, I see y'all in the comments. I'm about to get to it, man. I just wanted to say this, man, because a lot of us are getting ready to go into this whole Christmas holiday, the New Year's, and it's like, man, you know, is what I'm doing beneficial to me personally? Is it beneficial to my family? Is it beneficial to my community? Is it really building me up? Ladies and gentlemen, it would do no benefit to you. It would give you no justice and no peace at all if I sat here and I talked about how bad black women was. Do you know any good women? Have you dated successful people? You notice what oh my God, I'm about to hurt some feelings. I noticed that the people who are talking about black men, the people who are talking about black women, they're not talking about the successful black men and women of a failed relationship. They're talking about failure ass people from a failure relationship. God damn, take the water. Hydrate your mind. Hydrate your mind. You were dating a nobody and got nobody results. You was dating a nothing and got zero from it. Oh, I get it. I get it. You busted open for someone that brought nothing to the table. Sound like you made a mistake. Sound like you had poor judgment. You went to the strip club to find a wife. Oh, okay. Not to just have a good time. You extended the situationship. Am I talking to somebody? Come on down from the clouds. Get out the bushes and let's have this conversation. It sounds like you made a mistake, and because you made a mistake, you now hold everybody else responsible for the mistake you made. You done got pregnant by a Dusty. You done got pregnant by a hoe. You done got pregnant by somebody that was broke. You done got pregnant by somebody that lacked ambition. You done got pregnant by somebody who can't articulate. You done got pregnant by somebody who got poor credit. It sounds like you fucked up. Take this water. Take this water. Take the no backwash. Take it. Take it. Hydrate. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you, Muhammad. Thank you. The fact of the matter is, it's like, and see that here's the thing. No one is going to navigate towards somebody telling them the truth. They're going to navigate to someone making them feel good about their delusions of grandeur. You're not holding me responsible? Thank you. Here's $5. Fuck it. Let me turn up. Let me really get my name in the chat. Here's $100. And you go into the next relationship and do the same fucking thing. Because they never tell you to look at what you're doing, to take time and heal, to actually vet people. But the thought process is, y'all be wanting something for nothing. Y'all be wanting something for nothing. You bring nothing to the table of value. You lack education. You lack ambition. You lack good credit. You lack being aware. You lack being a partner. You lack being a team player. But you want something for nothing. You want somebody to come save you from your studio apartment. Save you from your bus pass. Save you from your poor character. Save you from your mismanagement of money. You want somebody to come save. Don't save her. She don't want to be saved. Don't save her. I'm just saying. This applies to men and women. You want somebody to save you from your lack of judgment, from your poor decision making. And the thought process is you find a content creator that you can live vicariously through. Talk that shit to them black women. Yeah, I ain't gonna do it because I know better. But you do it. I ain't gonna show my face. Talk your shit though. Am I drilling, Taz? Taz, am I drilling? People talking like, it's like, let me find somebody that's going to disrespect black men and women. Oh, Jesus Christ, this is so hard to find someone willing to talk out against all black women and all black men, or at least the black men and women that they only know. Oh, where can I go? Let me see, social media? Okay, let me go to social media, okay. Okay, let me find a content creator that is bold enough to make up just derogatory names about men and women. Oh my God, this is hard. Where can I look? Where can I look? Nope. How to build your credit? No, hell no. Hell, how to buy a new home? No, God damn it. How to learn your love language? No, God damn it. Being more self-aware about yourself? The hell no. Dusties. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. We're on to something. Trash bag. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay, here. What's important for me to lock in on this channel? It's only one more thing. Will never hold me responsible for anything. Yes. You like is locked in on the craziest shit. I'm just saying, you lock in on the craziest shit. This is where I want to be. This is where I want to spend my time. Son and daughter come around. Oh, let me pause this shit real quick. What you want, baby? Yes. Yeah, ice cream later. We go to the park later. Yeah. Okay. Whew, almost got caught. Ooh, can't let them hear me. Can't let them hear me listening to this shit. Shit. Pastor would have a fit. The first lady would have a fit. My co-workers would have a fit. Knowing I'm listening to this shit. My new girlfriend, my new boyfriend, my wife, they would have a fit if they knew I was listening to this shit. $20. What is this $20 YouTube super chat thing? What is it? Oh yeah, this is a content creator online. Okay, who is it? Oh yeah, that's just Cynthia G. Okay, let me look up Cynthia G. Dusty's and trash bags. You don't pay no bills in this house, girl. You don't pay no bills in this house.
Why should black men come to your defense? You spend all your time demeaning black men. Why should black men come to your defense? You spend all your time demeaning black men and white men, but then when white men are degrading you, you think a black man should come to your defense? He shouldn't. He shouldn't come to your defense no more than black women should go to black men who demean black women. He shouldn't. He shouldn't come to your defense no more than black women should go to black men who demean black women's defense. If the Christy Coon got into some situations, I'm not going to his defense because I don't care about his situation. He needs, as far as I'm concerned, he needs to get the community of white women that he praises to come to his defense. So what I don't get about you, Crystalline, is why do you think you can sit and demean black men, but then they're going to come to your defense with a white person that you just propped up and said was better than the black man is demeaning you. Cooling in bed when she does not pay off. Cooling in bed when she does not pay off. Cooling in bed when she pay off. She sat on there crying, talking about how no one's defending her and they're tearing down black people. Here's the thing. I get a lot of racism and I get a lot of comments about people who talk about every single aspect of me. I knew that was going to be a part of it when I started doing these videos. Especially, there is something that's especially threatening to specifically the black phobic community when a black woman who they feel like is on the lowest of the low scale, number one, does not like them, and number spends time uplifting the black community rather than tearing it down. You can't sit here and rely on a group of people who historically have only wanted to destroy you and your race of people to build up your self-esteem. You laying up with that white man to give you any acceptance in the white community. I already told her that she was going to get her wake-up call and that it was going to backfire on her. You can't sit there and demean your race of people and go against your race of people in favor of a group of people that really cares nothing.
I guess I'm trying to figure out, who is this Cynthia G speaking? I could sit down and have a real conversation with this Cynthia G. Why is it that the new Cynthia G is all about divesting, is all about aborting black male babies, is all about, and I understand negativity sells. But my thought process is when you have videos like this that clearly showcase at one point in time, there was some real rationale. There was some real common sense being said. I don't understand how someone that's supporting you saying, hey, why are we sitting down bashing the people that are in our race? That makes no sense. And expect a good outcome. And we're doing it all in the name of saying, well, Pam and Patrick are better than Deshaun and Mimi. just because they white. It's funny to me how we say we'll allow black people to do it, but if white people do it, we call it racism. We want to cancel culture. But black people can talk about bashing one another, condemning one another, how bad we are, but we call that content. We call that something positive, empowering. It's crazy to me, because if I get one of my white homeboys to do what this person does or this person does when it comes to bashing people, people would call it racism. They would want to cancel a channel. They would be contacting YouTube. They would be doing all types of stuff. But for some reason, black men can do it to black women, and black women can do it to black men, and we call that credible content. Now, do I know some people online that talk they shit about one another? I do. But I've addressed those people or whatever, so I feel comfortable in my breakdown of balance. There are a lot of people with one-dimensional messages, but the thing about it is, you know what? To me, what really comes, what's really transparent to me, that there are a lot of hurt people out here. That to me is really what's transparent. That there's a lot of hurt people out here, and they need somewhere to go, not to heal, but to continue to promote their hatred and disdain, because they're so hurt to the point where, come here, everybody, come in, goddammit, come here. Listen. They want to go somewhere where they're not being held accountable as individuals. They want to go somewhere where there's going to be a lot of people, right, that don't want to be held accountable. So they can get lost in the crowd. They can scream, they can throw rocks, they can throw shade, they can make up names. They want to do it from the back. They want to do it being hidden. They don't want nobody to see their face. They don't want nobody to really know them. Because I can call, we can, hey, oh, he a Dusty, and he's this and he's this. Well, okay, let's check it out. Entrepreneur, father, okay, in a relationship, successful. I don't care. Oh, you're still a Dusty. Okay, oh, talk about black women. Okay, mother, entrepreneur, good credit, educated. I don't care. She's still a black woman. Then what the fuck you want her to be, a superhero? What do you want? It's like, what do you need? But it's the people that's calling these names that lack the same thing they say the other person that don't have. Because here's, in retrospect, this is what's happening, y'all. In retrospect, this is what's happening. People are holding you responsible for things you don't have in your life, or how fucked up your life is, or how unperfect you is, when they're the same people. Imagine scum calling you scum. Imagine someone saying, well, you ain't got this and you ain't got that, but they ain't got it. How the fuck you ain't got no house, but you talking about, oh, I'm Dusty if I ain't got a house? What the, whoa, wait a minute, we in the cave. We are in the cave. Y'all don't see this damn wall behind me? We are in the, I gotta talk my shit from the cave. Huh? How can you say that I lack this, and this, when you also lack this, and this? Who the fuck, we in the same boat, sister. We in the same boat, brother. How can you say that I'm this, but you're not that? Let me ask you a question. I want to talk to some grown people right now. Bring your ass in here. Bring your ass in. It's almost, listen, we got Christmas coming up. I'm about to give you a present early. New Year's coming up. Here's my resolution for your ass. If you got on your goddamn Sunday's best, you clean. Woo! You decide, for some reason, you decided to wear white. Whoa, Lord, ladies, you got on your white dress. Go put on your, you got on your white dress. He got on his white suit, right? And we're walking to the car, right? And there's a mud puddle right there by the curb. A car comes from nowhere and splashes the mud on both of us. We both dirty. We both not perfect. Can you imagine a motherfucker talking about, you dirty, ew, get away from me, you dusty. You don't see that fucking dirt on your goddamn shoes? You got dirt on your goddamn lip. Can you imagine someone who has dirt on them trying to say, well, I'm better than you? And that's what I see a lot of these content creators. So why condemn you for being not perfect? Why not say, hey, listen, I know you can't see that damn dirt on the back of your goddamn neck, so I'm going to wipe that dirt off your neck. Do me a favor and wipe mine for me. No, you got content creators saying, nah, what we going to do is we ain't going to worry about the dirt on the back of our neck. We just going to talk about the dirt on the back of their neck. Yeah, that'll do it. Yeah. Break. Can you imagine a motherfucker walking around with a dirty neck for years? They've been promoting the same rhetoric and not y'all like that analogy. I know y'all do. Can you imagine somebody walking around with the same dirt on the back of their fucking neck for years, but so worried about everybody else's dirt? Yeah. We ain't gonna help wipe the dirt and help people. No. We're gonna condemn them for having dirty necks. Cynthia G, you've been condemning people for having dirty necks. But see, here's the thought process. You're not just condemning the person standing in front of you. Oh, you're condemning the thought that other people may have dirty necks. So what you're doing is you're trying to bring everybody together, and instead of saying, hey, look, let's help them clean up. See, what's even is the fact of the matter is that we don't do a good job at looking in the mirror just trying to clean up ourselves, trying to work on ourselves financially, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, socially. We don't do a good job at working on ourselves. What can I do to better me? My thought process is, well, let's promote a message that's fair and balanced. That helps. First of all, it's therapeutic. But second of all, it's someone may need to hear this message because they're so tired, they're being pulled. You know what I'm saying? Now I can be pulled to a place where I don't worry about me. I worry about you. I don't blame me. I blame you. I don't self-reflect. I don't evolve. I stay in the rut. I stay bitter and broken and vindictive because this is what this area, this section, this thing represents. Imagine someone trying to advocate to Cynthia G that there are amazing black men out there. How dare you? Imagine if tazexclusives says, oh, because he love to play this little thing. That's my sister. Bro, stop. Stop that nonsense, okay? If that was your sister, you would show her real love. Not just kicking people off panels. I appreciate the super chat. It says trying to win when there are young women in the chat saying abort. Have a child outside your race. Save yourself. It is bigger than her. You're exactly right. You're exactly right. And the thing about it is, and I always go to this same thing, like if you are a woman who has a son and a daughter and you listen to Cynthia G, I'm almost under this impression that you're saying that your daughter is more valuable than your son. I'm almost under this impression that you're saying only nurture one child, only build one child. So when your son now says, well, you know, mom didn't love me, so now I'm going to let the streets love me. I'm going to let the justice system love me. I'm going to let drugs and alcohol love me. And they stumble through life. Now, wait, hold on, because you done divested. You didn't win and got educated. You done win and got a house. You done win and got some materialistic things. You a bad bitch. You a savage. It's a hot girl summer. Right? Because you done bossed up. Your mom took the time to build you up, but the son needed to get it out the mud. He needed to find out the hard way. He grew up listening to Dusty and Trash Man. See, here's the thing. It's almost like Cynthia G versus Cynthia G. Because if you tell women, let's empower ourselves, let's build ourselves, cool, I'm with that. Women talking to women about building themselves or whatever. But when you tell women, well, let's just get rid of these young babies that can't defend themselves, I got a problem with that. When you have people applauding this narrative of, I'm only going to focus on my daughter. Well, then that goes into a whole thing of things like the Me Too movement and how, for some reason, people sat around and thought it'd be a good idea to say, we're only worried about women and girls that have been taken advantage of, not these young men. So if I don't see anything advocating for me and abuse, I guess I'm just supposed to take it. I guess I'm supposed to just let it happen. I guess I'm not supposed to heal or get help. It's interesting how the conversation you transform it and bend it and you know, okay, well, let me use a fact from here and let me act like I'm drilling from here and let me put all of this stuff together and deliver these messages that are one-dimensional. If people are not encouraging you as a black man to work with black women, they are delusional. If people are not encouraging you as a black woman to work with black men, you are delusional. If they're not encouraging you to help your community, I'm not saying the world, Craig. I'm saying within your community to go out and volunteer, spend your time, maybe spend a little money, they are delusional. And to sit back and allow someone to cheer and champion you to stay vindictive and bitter and hate other people and never self-reflect, you are delusional. Stop telling, oh, you tough love, you need to go over here and debate this. It's not a debate. And the conversation is so simplistic that a third grader could get it. This is a money grab. It's pimping your pain. You call it drilling. I call it delusion and dysfunction. I call it distraction. You're sitting online drilling, but you're not sitting online building anything positive. You're helping to promote separation, not only from black men and black women, you stupid motherfuckers. You're also separating boy from girl. Because some people are not smart enough to say, well, collectively, I'm going to build my children. Equally, I'm going to promote both the young girl and the young boy. If you say I only need to focus on my daughter, we need to leave these black men alone. Well, some people are going to take it a step further. Cynthia G, shit, I had to leave my son alone. But you done gave your daughter chance after chance. Your daughter out here fucking and sucking everything that moves. Getting baby after baby after baby, but your son is the problem. You need to divest from your son. Your daughter been in and out of jail, strung out on drugs, but your son is the problem. It sounds like people are the problem. On a case-by-case basis. It sounds like you only are privy to the people that's in your community and in your circle, so you have to deal with those people on a case-by-case basis. Imagine walking into a mother's home telling that mother you should have aborted that black baby. God damn. Imagine listening to that. My daughters were being born or whatever, like I like listen to classical music and other things, you know what I'm saying, to kind of stimulate their brain. Can you imagine somebody sitting down listening to Cynthia G? Like the little fetus in the damn thing swimming and shit. Just, I don't know how to fucking. Well, I was doing my hand like I'm retarded. But listening to their mother, listen to Cynthia G saying how they should be aborted. The fact that black women are even having a conversation like that. And it's black women who have sons. That's what's so crazy. It's black women who are currently pregnant. But you hide your face and you applaud what she's saying. That shit is delusional. That's Crazy. I wouldn't even want to be a black man in that house. I wouldn't want to be a black boy in that house. Like, bro, y'all, if y'all hate black men so much, if you hate black women so much, then shut the fuck up. It shouldn't even be a topic for you. That's like if I don't like Burger King, why am I making all these videos about I don't like? If you don't like it, then you ain't gonna do no research on it. You don't care. You don't care if it burned down. You don't care if it built. You don't care nothing about it. But it's like you're doing all of this cheerleading and promoting how that you don't like something. I'm starting to think you really love it. I'm starting to think that you, for some reason, you wasn't chosen. You wasn't picked. Ooh. Ooh. And that's what I noticed. I noticed that a lot of times when people try to get you to only see the bad in a person. I've said several times that I think that Cynthia G is educated. I think that she does have points. And this video that I just played here, those are some of those points that I can stand behind, because what it doesn't do, it doesn't force me to say, well, if you have a son and a daughter, your son should have got aborted. I'm not I don't get in a relationship and listen to Cynthia G and say, well, you as a black man, automatically you're wrong and I'm right. That's dysfunction. That's the same thing Derrick Jackson was doing. I'm going to put you on this pedestal and never correct you. Now, sure enough, about 2 years ago, 2 or 3 years ago, I think like 3 years ago, I saw a Derrick Jackson video and I had that same thought process that he was one-dimensional, and I tagged his name in the video. And sure enough, within the week, he then started addressing women. Then started talking about his following in regards to saying, you know, I don't normally talk to women, but I'm talk Team Jackson. I'm gonna talk to women today. So again, and I did a response. I said, hey, I appreciate it, because the thought process is there is no way in hell that men are always wrong. And if you're going to have a platform where you're encouraging women, also encourage them to heal, also encourage them to get therapy, also encourage them to not be self-centered, also encourage them to understand that, guess what, everything that happens, sometimes it's a collective effort. That means everybody is adding some fuck shit to the table. Everybody done said some fuck shit or done some fuck shit. It ain't just, well, the fuck shit you did is what's on trial. And that's how I see Cynthia G. It's always the fuck shit somebody else did that's on trial. It's never the fuck shit that you do. The conversation about aborting children, right? Because some people don't even like to even have that conversation, whether they're pro-life or pro-choice. But to even bring that conversation, if you want to leave men alone, bye. Listen to me. If you want to leave men alone, period, bye. Men ain't going to miss you. If you want to leave women alone, bye. They not going to miss you. If you want to leave black men alone, Hispanic men alone, Chinese men, bye. You're making this big announcement of what you're going to do personally for your life. And the thought process is the people you're divesting from, show me the people that you're divesting to and how they chose you. I don't mess with black men anymore. Okay, show me the white man that is successful, that is dealing with you. I was on the panel that I was talking about the other day, and I asked the young lady, I said, I don't know if she's young. I just did a spitting fire thing. I call everybody young, right? I asked her, I asked them, like four women on there, right? I said, are you, because they were talking about leaving black men alone, black men ain't shit, black man this, black, and I was like, okay. Are any one of you all in a successful relationship? And do you know that this lady went all around the points? It shouldn't matter if I'm in a relationship. It shouldn't matter. It do matter. Hold on, let me explain this to y'all. Got allergies. It does matter if you're in a successful relationship. Because if you have no information on the left side and you only got information from the right side, how do you know the grass is greener on the other side? You have nothing but an onlook of what it is like over there. So you're going with this assumption. You're trying. It's not even a hypothesis because it's not an educated guess because you don't have the details to make the guess. So you're assuming that things may be better. And then what's so crazy is your assumption goes as far as to say we all should do what I'm doing. Can you imagine the audacity of a woman telling you we all should do? Me as a black man, we all should leave black women alone because this is what I want to do. Cynthia G, let me talk to you. We all should leave black men alone because this is what I want to do. Well, my thought process, if you want to leave, if you want to divest, then go do it. But here's the thing. You can't get mad when someone says, where is the white successful man that you are divesting to? Who is advocating for you? Don't bring somebody on just to talk randomly. Anybody can talk random shit. Show us the successful relationship that you're in to say that, oh, well, black man ain't worth shit. And I'm noticing that a lot of these people that are always screaming, oh, well, black this and that ain't worth shit and that's a dusty and that's a this. Both men and women, I noticed that they don't have any, they're not in successful relationships, and the people that they're advocating for to be better are not choosing them. They're not choosing them. So me as a black man, I'm supposed to have a low self-esteem. I'm supposed to be feel a certain type of way because you say you're going to leave us alone. But the people where you're going ain't picking you. Like, ain't nobody coming over to pick you. You. Come on. You trying to get over there. You trying to do anything you can to get over there, to be a part of Brandon Tatum. You trying to be anything you can to be a part of Candace Owens. But see, here's the thing about Candace Owens. If Candace Owens, if Cynthia G was Candace Owens, it'll make sense. If Cynthia G was Candace Owens, it would make sense. She got the baby, she got the marriage, she got the husband. Okay, all right, talk your shit. This is why I left black men alone. Okay. And this is the proof. Not I'm leaving black men alone, but I ain't got no proof that no white men want me. And black men are supposed to care. Somebody said, why would you care about what Cynthia G says? Personally, I don't care. You know, and I think we're all kind of in agreement. Like, personally, it's not just YouTube, but it is YouTube. But the thought process is you have people that's impressionable, somebody's going to try me. And I'm going to give them a wake-up call. Somebody's going to try you as a black woman who's been listening and sitting down listening to some black man online talk shit, and they're going to try you. They're going to try you. They're going to call you the names. They're going to put you in this bubble. They're going to say, well, all y'all do the same shit. Right? Same thing for a man. Well, all y'all do the same shit. And then when you start checking off the blocks, because see, here's the thing. I noticed that a YouTube argument does not equate to a real life standard success. It doesn't. Whatever you say on YouTube will not take away from your real life accolades. God damn, drink this water. It won't take away from your real life accolade. So if you're a homeowner, offline, right? Good credit, you got all the stuff to check the list or whatever. Can you imagine a woman walking up to you and say, oh, well, I heard all black men are dusties. I heard the collective of y'all, according to statistics. Okay, let me humor this conversation for a minute. Because now you've been talking loud and you've built up this audience. So let's get into the conversation. What makes you a dusty? And as she starts running it down, you start as a man, for some reason, entertaining her and start breaking out your resume. So when you get to the end of the resume, she's giving you her best shot. She's giving you things she's heard from a cousin, from somebody online, from Love and Hip Hop. She's doing everything she can to say, this is why I have the audacity. This is why I have the vigor. This is why I have the power over you, because you don't have this. Okay, I got that. You got that? But you don't got this. I got that too. What the fuck? What? You got that too? Hold on, wait. I got more. You don't have this, this, and this, and this. Yep. I got that. What the? You got it, brother. I'm just saying, man, it just don't work. It just does not work. You know what I'm saying? When you talk about all black women, all they do, they got weave and they got makeup and they got eyelashes and but all of them don't though. So it's almost like, are you just going to a place like that only has a specific type of person? And I see that. That's why people's their mind state is so one dimensional, because they only put themselves in places that attract these type of people or those type of people. And it's like, in order for you to do better, you have to network better. I'm not and it's possible, but I don't go to McDonald's expecting to meet a millionaire. You know what I'm saying? I don't go to Wendy's expecting that I'm going to meet, the expectations are just low. Hey, I'm just here to get what I'm going to get out of it. It is what it is, and I'm out. But the fact of the matter is if you want to do better and you want to have better, then you got to do better shit. You know what I'm saying? You got to go better places. You got to have a different mindset. And my thought process is, how dare you try to promote a mindset that if you continue to be negative and think negative, positive shit is going to happen for you in real life. No, you're going to get embarrassed. You're going to find someone who knows their worth. You're going to find someone that has confidence, not cockiness, confidence, that can actually have a conversation, that is educated, well-rounded, well-versed, well-traveled. You're going to find someone like that, and you're going to take this narrative that you've been buying into for years online about what a black man ain't got, what a black woman ain't got, and you're going to fuck around and run into, you heard of the saying, there's always somebody harder than you. Well, motherfucker, there's always somebody doing better than you in real life. And don't be the person that's so used to calling, you're a dusty, you're a trash bag, you're a weed-wearing hooligan. Don't bump into somebody that is doing better than you in life, because those titles ain't gonna fit. It's easy to do it online, but in real life, are you winning in real life? When I say I'm traveling, motherfucker, I ain't driving 16 hours on the road. I'm flying. Whereas it takes you, I'll go on a trip. It's going to take me about 2 years to save up. If I done been there and back again, we ain't talking on the same level. We ain't doing the same thing. So it's crazy to me. It's the people that have the most to say degrading other people, that they're not on the level that they should be on. So my focus is, if we start having a positive conversation and building and stop deflecting and distracting and disrespecting one another and calling each other names thinking, yeah, this is making me look good. It don't make you look good. It makes you look weak, because successful people don't sit around and call each other names. Not in real life. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Mario J. This is Tough Love. Listen, man, as you continue to enjoy your holiday, as you continue to rethink, revamp yourselves, and also your New Year's resolution, I want you to keep this in mind. All right? There are people out here that are pimping your pain. There are people out here drilling and disrespecting other people because they don't have or they lack certain things. If you're in a happy relationship, guess what? People can see that. You see what I'm saying? If you are a good person, people can see that. I don't need to condemn a bunch of people to make me feel good about me. I don't need to sit around a bunch of people to tell me how all my exes ain't shit and blah 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 blah. Because at some point in time, I would have had to have do. I would have done something to add to that narrative, or maybe it's just me picking the wrong people. Maybe it's me hanging in the wrong places. Self-accountability. Is your content creator promoting self-accountability, or are they promoting deflection? This is Tough Love. Until next time, a dot up. Peace. I appreciate y'all.